apologize.
Well, I have 9 o'clock. Jay, would you lead us in a prayer, please, sir?
Sure.
Thank you.
Lord, thank you for this day, for watching over us, for being with us. Please give us rain if it be your will. Please be with the commissioners as they make decisions for the county, and please help them make the decisions you want to make. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, sir. Would you join me in the pledge? I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Morning, everyone. We're in a regularly scheduled Eastern County Commissioners Court meeting. For the record, all commissioners and county judge are present, so we do have a quorum. Also, table of county auditor and county clerk. Item number 1 is to read and sign the minutes. And I've got a set of minutes from May the 23rd and a set of minutes from June the 6th. Anyone have any questions or comments on those 2 sets of minutes? All right, hearing none, can we have a motion to accept those 2 sets of minutes as filed?
Motion. Second.
Motion made, seconded. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign, and that carries.
Did you watch the Broadway shows?
Nope. Were they on?
Yeah.
Really? Missed them.
Oh, that begs the question, did you watch them for some
They
reason?
just, yeah, early this morning on the news.
Oh, okay. All right, we're good to go then. All right, number 2 is discuss, consider proposed or pending contracts and agreements. I have not been presented with any after filing the agenda. Anybody else have anything to add today for contracts or agreements? All right, no action on number 2. Number 3 is discuss and consider waiving advertising for a part-time position in the tax office. Ms. May? And we're joined by Andrea May, our tax assessor collector. How are you this morning?
I'm good, how are you?
Good.
I was just seeing if we could waive the advertising period, because I did just hire a part-time position about a month ago.
Okay.
And I had a few really good, strong applicants
Okay.
that I would like to talk to about.
You want to use
this
that
position.
pool of applicants that you already have?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Gentlemen, any questions or comments about waiving advertising? All right, can we have a motion then to waive the advertising and allow Andrea to hire from the pool that we have?
Motion.
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign, and that carries. All right.
Okay, thank y'all.
Thank you. You bet. Item number 4 is discuss and consider the request for capital credits from the Texas Comptroller of Public Accounts Unclaimed Property Division. Ms. Key.
We received the documentation to make the request for the unclaimed property credits. One of the allowable uses is to support crime victims. And it's on the front page under general uses of capital credits. I'm sorry, I usually highlight it. It's the 4th bullet down. Nope, it's not. It's the last one. To support a children's advocacy center. That's the use that's what we've used the funds for in prior years. And if the court would like to request the funds again this year, it'll just take a signature.
Do we have to designate on the written document back here at the back where those funds need to go?
No, they didn't ask us to.
Okay.
I'll make the motion, let you sign it.
dedicate the funds to advocacy.
All right, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign. And that carries.
It's to the child advocacy. Did I advocacy?
But-
That word.
Yes.
That's all.
Thank
folks.
you, Robert.
Already.
I want that.
You want this bubble?
Yes, please.
We'll start.
All right, there's that.
Thank you.
Mhm. And that one.
Thank you.
Mhm. All right, item number 5 is discuss, consider purchase of county road and bridge equipment and vehicles from the American Rescue Plan Act Fund. Ms. Keith?
This really is not my item. I don't know how my name got on there, but what you have in front of you is the American Rescue Plan budget as of right now.
Now, I think we put this on here so the commissioners and all of us can have a discussion about what they want, maybe an idea of what we're thinking about spending. And I'll let you know that Loretta and I have neither one gotten anything from the Treasury Department about the second payment, what I call ARPA 2, or the second tranche. We still don't have anything back from that as of late Friday afternoon. So we think it's coming, but we don't know when it's going to be here. Have you heard?
Well, I think that's part of our deal too, Judge, is, I mean, we went out and talked to people, but the quotes are only good for 30 days.
I know.
So if you go out and you know, and you get a quote for something, if you can't say, put my name on it,
Yeah.
your quote's going to be invalid by the time you roll around.
Has anybody seen on their listserv, their individual listserv, anything about ARPA 2 funds coming in? Anyone?
Oh, I have auditors saying they're getting theirs quite often. I don't know.
Are they
why.
large counties, large populated counties?
Larger.
Larger. Maybe they're funding those first for some reason. Well, commissioners, have y'all put some kind of a plan together for what you individually want?
I've called around. I'm waiting on. I mean, I've talked to the guy on the tractors every week. I haven't got nothing back.
Okay. So you kind of have an idea of what each one of you want
Yeah.
as far as
Yeah.
piece of equipment or whatever.
Yeah.
So I guess my question is there any way we can let them know that we want something, or
Well, as
is
soon
this
as,
like November's when they're going to end up getting it, which is a long way down the road?
Loretta or I, either one, hear something from the Treasury or Christina, and she's not here today, whenever it's funded, I guess it'll be funded back into the account just like the first payment was. ARPA 1 came in, just showed up one day.
Yeah.
That's kind of what it did, Judge.
And that was like 2 months later than what they told us it was going to be showing up. I have yet to receive anything back from the other fire departments about what they really want as far as their 25,000. We still have that more or less encumbered out of ARPA 1. But besides Cisco and Olin, we haven't spent anything because we haven't gotten any requests back from the other 6 DFDs. They'll be in here later on in the week about their budget. Guess we're talking about it then.
Oh, Eastland's working on that.
Are they?
I
Okay.
talked to them just the other day.
Okay. All right. Good.
But I think you're going to have a hard time. I mean, just like Ronnie said, if you order something now, you're looking at maybe November, even in the next year before you actually get it.
Yeah.
And that's anything from a pickup on down to, or on up to a tractor or a blade or something. You're lucky.
Yeah, the vehicle lag time is terrible. Did you ever get your SO vehicles? That's, speaking of lag
They
time.
finally made it to the lot a couple of weeks ago. I ordered them October 1,
Wow.
and they said if I didn't order them October 1, I wouldn't get
Well, that tells us what the lead time is on anything that we purchase with these funds.
them. I expect to have them in August. That's how they do it.
Okay. Well,
So there's no way, Judge, we could, on that proposal that Cat gave me, there's no way we could say, yeah, that we want it?
Well, I don't think so. I don't know, we've got enough in there to fund what we've already more or less obligated. If all the 6 VFDs came in at one time, that's 25,000 apiece. I don't know if we have enough left to start buying what we would pay for out of ARPA 2. Or if there's enough left in there. I don't know. Loretta, what do you think?
You're already over.
We're already over committed for what we've received,
If the VFDs all come in at once.
if they all come in.
Even after backing off some for the water district, since they're gonna get part of theirs funded with a grant.
Did they decide what they was gonna do, Judge? Water
They're
district?
working on getting their engineering done on it. Yes, sir. And that's for the secondary grant that they're getting from TDA or someone else. Okay. For the water board. Okay. All right. Anything else then to add on that? I don't think we can, Ronnie, right now.
Yes, sir.
Just have to put it on hold.
Alrighty. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Item number 6 is discuss, consider county auditor to file purchasing acknowledgements, local government code, chapter 262.
I got mine here. With the new email, I'm able to print. And I went back and printed it when I seen it on the agenda.
Sonia, would you make a copy of this?
You're welcome to use my copy. if you want.
Okay, thank you.
Just the acknowledgement.
That's all that's there.
Is it?
Are the ones in yellow the ones that have been done?
The ones in yellow are the ones that we have received signed acknowledgements from. These were due May 31st, so we'll do another round. And just for clarification, this is anyone that makes a purchase for the county. So if they pick up the phone and order something, they need to sign an acknowledgement. If they use fuel, they need to sign an acknowledgement. If they're going to the pump and purchasing fuel. If they're traveling, they need to sign an acknowledgement. So it's basically pretty much anything we pay for.
All right, so we'll push out another request for that to get done. Looks like we're about halfway among the people that need to do all this.
We may just wait and put yours in with the next round.
That's
so
fine.
It'll be marked off.
Like I say, I seen it this morning. I went back. I'm still not able on the old email to even do anything with the PDF file. It's in my computer.
Huh.
With the new
With the
email,
old
I can
Outlook?
I can preview and print, but I can't with the old emails.
Do you
So-
want to just,
No.
do you want to just go ahead and put this back on the agenda for the 27th?
Yes.
Okay.
And do you or do you not want to accept Robert's?
No, let's not accept these. We'll put
Okay.
him on the next list.
You might need to send that over, just email it to Betsy. Put that on the agenda for 27th.
Oh, okay.
Okay. That takes us to item number 7, discuss, consider appointment of Chief Appraiser Randy Clark.
Oh, we need to accept
Oh,
those.
sorry.
How much?
Motion made and seconded to accept the acknowledgements. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. And that carries. Thank you. Now, number 7. Number 7 is discuss, consider appointment of Chief Appraiser Randy Clark as designated officer and authorize him to calculate the 2022 no new revenue rates, voter approval rates, de minimis rates, and actual collection rates. Ms. Key?
This is something that is required in tax code that the court appoint a designated officer. Randy Clark is the one that's been calculating these for us. And it's up to the court if that's who they want to continue to designate.
All right, I would suggest that we do. Anybody want to make the motion to make that appointment? Motion made and seconded to appoint Chief Appraiser Randy Clark as designated officer, allowing him to calculate the 2022 tax rates. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign, and that carries. Number 8 is discuss, consider entering into a contract between Virtual Edge 2, Benchmark, and County of Eastland to lease 2 new copiers for Justice Court. Ms. Key?
As of Friday afternoon, I did not have a contract with the requested changes, so if we can just table this till the next meeting.
All right. May we have a motion to table item number 8?
Motion. Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign, and item number 8 is tabled. All right. Number 9 is discuss, consider amending a contract between Tyler Technologies and Eastland County for ERP Financial Management Suite and payment from American Rescue Plan Act funds. Ms. Keith?
Last week, I had a meeting with our project manager with Tyler Technologies, and we were going over everything that the county had purchased, and we got to payroll, and it was not included. The transfer of payroll records was in there. The annual, even the annual maintenance of the payroll was not in there. So what's in front of you right now is the contract to add payroll and the annual maintenance.
It doesn't make any sense to have the rest of it if we don't have this part.
No,
Gentlemen, questions, comments?
They're so good, why didn't they have this on there?
I'm not really sure. They had, yeah,
We're
they're
gonna
supposed
give
to
them
be.
both like we was last time.
They have on the original quote, it's called Core Financials. And you really can't tell what all's in there. So when we sat down and started talking about it, I said, I don't know what you have included in all the core financials. And that was one thing that was not.
Give you,
Mhm.
give you a discount for forgetting it.
From the look of it, no. So if it's okay with the court, and it would still have to come out of the American Rescue Plan funds, it will need to go back through the application process with Langford, and then once it's approved, if the court approves it, if you give Judge Fields permission to sign the contract.
All right. With that explanation, questions, comments?
They did give a discount, they earned 10 bucks.
That's what it says right there.
She said big discount.
Oh, you got me there at this, right?
All right, do we have a motion then to make the application with Jill Finney with Langford Community Management Services and to allow me to sign any documents necessary to enter into this contract with Tyler once it's been approved through our grant administration?
I did.
I'll make it.
And
Alright.
do you
Do we
need,
have a second?
I'll second.
All right,
do we need to make in that motion about paying from the ARPA funds?
yes, indeed, you're right.
You good with that, Robert?
Well, I did say the grant in there somewhere, so,
Yeah, make that decision.
all right. Will you get caught up? Ready?
Yeah.
All in favor, say aye.
Uh,
Any opposed, same sign. That carries.
I lost my contract. ticket.
Yep.
For the ticket. Did you get mine?
Sonia's making me an original.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't sign it yet.
No, I'm not
Okay.
gonna sign it. I'll wait till Jill tells us it's ready.
Right.
So they give me permission to sign it once Jill gives the approval. Yep. Okay. All right. That takes us to number 10, open and accept bulk fuel bids and award contract. Ms. Key.
Yes. We have 2 bids. And bids were due Wednesday the 8th. And both of these were received, I think it was by noon, but they were both received timely. I'm going to open them in the order they were received. Thank you.
Copy on top.
Okay, the first one received is from Matador Fuel and Lubricants out of Eastland. It is signed by Renee Bonilla. And their bid, and basically this year I marked out the fuel price because that changes daily and minute by the minute these days. So the freight charge is 5.95 cents on regular unleaded and 4.95 cents on dyed diesel and clear diesel. It's a 5% margin of profit. Total freight and profit on regular unleaded, 10.95 cents. On dyed diesel, 9.95 cents. And clear diesel, 9.95 cents. There is a conflict of interest questionnaire included. And I do not see a certificate from the Texas Ethics Commission. Next one received is from JT Horn Oil Company, and they're also out of Eastland. And they did file the conflict of interest questionnaire with the county clerk's office last week. Okay, this is signed by Scott Horn. The freight charge on all fuel types is 4.5 cents. The margin of profit, all fuel types, 4.5%.
Wait, 4.5%.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the total freight and profit, all fuel types, 9 cents.
$0.09 total on all fuel types.
Yes, sir.
What about the ethics filing?
I do not see the certificate from the Ethics Commission, so we'll have to have that before purchases may be made.
All right. Kathy, did you get all the numbers?
I did, thank you.
All right, gentlemen, questions, comments?
Make a motion, we go with one fuel for local and
Do we have a second? Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Anyone opposed, same sign, and that carries.
When does that start, Ms. Rivera?
June 27th. Yes, sir.
Okay. That takes us to item number 11. Discuss, consider use of the district attorney, the DA seizure fund supplement for assistant DA salaries and authorization by the court. Brad Stevenson. Hello, hello.
Morning, gentlemen and ladies.
Yes.
Judge.
Tell you a little story about while we were involved in the computer program solicitation. I took some of my key staff down to South Texas to look at the actual operations in the district attorney's office, and it kind of backfired on me a little bit because the district attorney in that county tried to hire both of my assistant felony prosecutors. And
No more trips for you.
well, we did pay for the accommodations ourselves, took it out of our own pocket, didn't ask the county for reimbursement on that. But basically, what he intimated, the district attorney down there intimated to us, is that he's having to pay right out $100,000 for brand new law school graduates for assistant district attorneys. And I've got two either 25 or 30-year prosecutors who are extremely good at what they do, and they both have rumbled a little bit about that possibility. And as a matter of fact, he did offer them a job. So
What county
fortunately,
was this?
I've got it written down on a piece of paper down there. I'll tell you in a little while. The population is considerably larger than Eastland County, but criminal caseload wise, because of our 35 miles of interstate and active trooper reaction during normal times when they're not on the border, is about the same as their caseload. In support of my assistance, I will tell you that we have 545 cases, 555 felony cases now pending before the court. They just completed a successful prosecution on a gentleman who was, use that term wrongly, was accused of multiple counts of continuous sexual assault of two minor children. And they have 3 more cases just like it on the next 3 criminal dockets, as well as a murder case that they'll be prosecuting. Gentlemen, I'm going to tell you that I frankly cannot afford to lose those 2. I can't afford to lose one of them, much less 2 of them. What I'm proposing here is an increase that's going to increase their salary from $82,000 and $85,000 roughly to $95,000. This will not come from the general budget, but from my seizure account or forfeiture account is what it's called. It's fund number 052. There's approximately $220,000 in that fund right now, and it's something that we, from time to time, add additional funds to. Done some calculations on it. There's at what I'm proposing, there's right at 10 years worth of money in that account to cover this item. I will be real frank with the court. At some time in the future, to keep seasoned prosecutors. You guys are probably going to have to address this eventually, but it's not going to be probably in my tenure, probably not in Robert's tenure, probably not in Judge Fields' tenure for sure. 6 months and however many days.
I think
But-
it was actually 6 years.
Well, that's what everything that we've got in the budget that I'll cover on Wednesday.
Right.
This is the amount that's due, that would be due to cover us from now till the first of October, I believe.
Correct.
Is $7,742.09. Basically statutorily, this is an authorized expenditure out of those funds from the VA. And the one thing that's required of the Commissioner's Court is your authorization for me to expend those funds. So I'm requesting authorization between now and that time to expend $7,742.02
And 2 cents.
on that line item.
Let me ask you, 774209.
09, I'm sorry. I can't read.
Let me ask you just a couple of questions. So one ADA right now is at 82,000, one's at 85,000 ish,
Yes, sir.
and the proposal is to put both of them to 95.
That's correct.
Okay. When you prepared your budget for the 23 budget year, are you going to make the request at 95?
Yes, sir.
It's not going to be 95 plus another 5%.
That's Commissioner's Court deal.
Well, no, that's what you're submitting back in to us at the in the middle of this week. In other words, when we come up for your budget for your salary, is it going to be just the 95, or is it going to be 95 plus an additional 5% that we're trying to get for everybody else across the board?
Quite frankly, Judge, I had not contemplated that question, but I would advocate for that 5% because that's the portion that the county's paying, and it will still be tied to the 82 and the 85. So their 5% increase would be calculated on that. This is something that comes from a completely separate fund.
Oh,
balance.
I know. I'm just trying to see what your plan is for the 23
Well,
budget that we're about to start into.
Quite frankly, the numbers that we were competing with are well above $100,000. As I said initially, looking at about in that particular county, they're paying more than $100,000 for a first-year person out of law school. Paul and Brenda have, I can't tell you exactly, but both have in excess of 25 years of experience, both as prosecutors and defense attorneys. And one of them has over 30 years. So I've got well-seasoned and experienced litigators that are handling extremely complex cases and caseloads that approximate much larger counties because of the interstate situation.
So let me make sure I'm clear on one thing then. The budget you proposed does have the 5% increase, but it's based on the 82 and 85,000.
Do you want me to address that?
Sure.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
In the general fund budget,
Okay.
not in the
See,
seizure,
You did
forfeiture.
raise your salaries to 95,000 and then
Yes, I did.
oh, you did.
Yes, I did.
no, it's not.
And
Not in the
No.
forfeiture budget, I don't think.
not out of the fourth.
Just in the general fund
Just
portion.
in the general fund for it. As a preview to, I think I'm on Tuesday afternoon at 1:00 with a presentation. I made significant cuts through the DA's various line items. I will tell you that there's approximately $25,000 increase in from 22 to 23 year budget. And the vast majority of that is on salary and all of the social security group stuff.
I'm not sure I need to address this question to you or to Loretta. The 25,000 increase, is that based upon the 5% increase
Yes,
on the existing salaries?
yes.
Okay, I want to be clear about, are we basing the 5% on this or on the 95? Okay,
No,
okay.
no, you would,
That was
the court would not be having to do whatever you do for everybody else. Yeah, I'd like to see that happen, but it will not be tied to an additional 5% on top of what's coming out of the forfeiture fund. It would just be on their base salary as set right now.
Okay, all
And,
right.
and Paul's,
That's the word, the base salary you got right now, the
Right.
5% based on that,
no,
not on anything that's adjusted.
by no
Okay.
terms would I be expecting you to, or the court to match or do an increase on what I'm asking for here, because this comes out of a completely separate fund. And just to be honest with you, I'm trying to get them up to right at $100,000, which I think is an appropriate salary level for seasoned district attorneys, assistant district attorneys.
Do you see the forfeiture budget continuing to, and I know this is based on a lot of variables, which the whole week is we're all talking about a lot of variables. Do you continue to see it based on more forfeitures that are happening? Any slowdown on forfeiture activity?
We recently had a forfeiture. I don't know exactly what the number is going to be. And yes, we continue to have forfeitures
Okay.
from time to time. There's no way to
I
know
know.
exactly how it's going to come in. It's a pretty significant one on the interstate 3 or 4 months ago.
Was it cash?
That
Okay.
one was that.
In the past, we've done seizures on, forfeitures on houses, seizures and forfeitures on houses and various things.
Houses, vehicles,
I haven't heard of a house seizure in a
Cash-
while. but-
cash funds.
The crooks are starting to use different avenues, so the cash seizures are seeing a decline
Okay,
all over the place.
okay,
So
okay.
you're talking about they've adapted to the seizure laws, and
Yeah.
not that they all have, but we're seeing significantly less and less.
Okay, on the cash.
Um,
I would just have some concern about if we rocked along here for several years and then we didn't have the forfeiture seizure. I know we're just talking about forfeiture now, but if we didn't have those kind of criminal actions being stopped, how would this get funded? You'd have to scale it back.
when we get to my budget hearing on Tuesday and print the entire picture and everything, I think what we're gonna show is that with the forfeiture funds that are available right now, and quite frankly, there are some other funds available in other accounts. I just got that mother look.
I got the deer in the headlight look. I don't like
In
seeing
certain,
that.
in certain circumstances, they can cause as well, and I'm talking specifically about, pretrial diversion funds. They have to be tied directly to that pretrial diversion fund, and, any other position in the office, and the, assistant district attorneys are both involved in the pretrial diversion program, in that there's regularly doing pretrial diversion agreements in the district court, and also from time to time here in this county. Ms. Vickers is involved from time to time, and certainly my staff, Brenda Miller and Terry, help facilitate pretrial diversion funds. So, subject to Loretta and I having a philosophical argument and discussion, there's about $75,000 in that fund as well.
Okay, so if we go back to what our discussion is here today, what you're really asking is for the court to allow the expenditure of the $7,742.09 out of DA state forfeiture to fund into the assistant DA salary and associated line item.
That is exactly correct, Your Honor.
Through
Okay.
September 2022.
Through the end of September.
To the end of this fiscal year.
Yes, sir.
I'll make it.
May I make it?
Okay, we have a motion made and a second, but we're not sure what the motion is.
Who's the second? Okay.
Did you get the motion?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
You
Well,
put it,
we
you,
kind of,
you put it together
Yeah.
yourself. You're sitting next to him and you
For
start.
30-something years,
starting-
yeah.
we jumped around a little bit on that. Okay, so we have a motion and a second before us to spend those forfeiture funds. Any further discussion? Anyone? All right, all in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign, and that carries.
Gentlemen,
Okay.
thank you very much. And,
We didn't talk about the effective date on this.
It will begin the beginning of next pay period, which is June 22nd.
Okay.
okay, I'd like to go back and Loretta and I did not talk about the amendment to the, Tyler contract.
No, we don't have time. We got to hurry.
We have 4 days.
We can find an agenda for a Friday meeting if you want to.
I'm just joking.
I'm joking.
Yeah.
I'd expect that to come from him.
So we need to go back to what item?
All I want to say is
This is item number 9 about the Tyler Technologies.
I fully intend to make a phone call with Loretta to discuss this because I think that's a mistake. I'm in complete agreement with Ronnie that that's a mistake on their part, and an $800 discount is not sufficient to cover their oops. So I don't know if I'll have any luck, but I do want you to know we're going to make an attempt on that.
That's good.
Very good.
All right. Anything else on that item then? Let's go back then to item number 12, discuss, consider accepting the filing of cybersecurity training certificates. And I've got a stack of them in here. I'll hand those to you.
Thank you.
Anybody else have any cybersecurity certificates to hand in today? Anyone out there? All right. Do we have a motion then?
We have this.
Can we have a motion to accept the cybersecurity training certificates presented today? Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign, and that carries. All right. Item number 13 is 911 update and cooperative dispatch update. Sheriff, anything on dispatch?
No, not really. We're doing fine. We've been talking with eForce. They're configuring the servers, sending them in. They've been talking with the IT people. It'll all be installed out there. It's kind of what we're working on at the moment. Normal stuff.
And I would mention Sheriff Weger and I and some other people went through the Code Red training, and it's already up and running.
Yep.
I signed up on it Friday online just to see how it went. It was simple, easy. And all y'all out there listening, you need to go get signed up on Code Red so you can get alerts, emergency messages, and public services.
It's awesome. Thank you so
Yeah.
much for that.
We sucked in 8,600 people that were already signed up through the other municipalities.
Yep.
And then we've had great response over the weekend and put it out. It's on the website now.
Yeah.
Worked with them all week last week. So it's a really simple sign up. It's a good thing.
It's for the public listening in. It's very simple to go to the Eastern County website. There's a bar there, a hyperlink there to click onto, and you can get signed up. It took about 5 minutes to sign up. Very good. Sheriff, thank you for putting that together.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Anyone else? Anything from 911 or dispatch? All right. Item 14 is update on the county burn ban. The burn ban is still in effect. We haven't had any rain now in about 10 days. So don't think we need to take the burn ban off, my opinion. Anybody want to make a motion to take the burn ban off?
Well, we're going to revisit the fireworks deal.
Well,
Several counties that
if we do that, we've got the drought index has got to get back up over 575 or over. And I didn't pull it today to check at it. You've got to have that fireworks restriction in by the 15th, which is what day of the week?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Don't have time now to file the agenda to get it here unless we do it in the afternoon, I guess. It went from like 5:45 down to like 4:20 after we got that rain 2 Fridays ago.
I was told Taylor County banned it and then also Callahan.
Yeah, I checked Callahan County, I checked all the counties around us, and they were all well below the 575 you have to have. And I tried doing that once before, lower than 575, and that didn't work out too good. I got
It's
a
not
call,
enforceable, even if they do.
Well, that's
it's
it.
not enforceable.
and I got a call from the fireworks industry pretty quick after that, and said, you can't do that. And then the sheriff, Bradford, said, I can't enforce it. So it's got to be below that. So yeah, let's just be careful out there. All right. So no action in on the burn ban. Burn ban stays in effect. Item 15 is personnel matters.
Yes, we each have a report. The time period for that report is May 11th through June 7th. During that time period, there were 2 new hires, 1 security deputy and 1 part-time county clerk deputy. There were also 2 employee terminations, 1 full-time deputy clerk, and I believe that was in the tax office, and 1 full-time, oh, I don't know, was that in your office? Did you lose a full-time?
Mhm.
Okay, then it's county clerk, deputy county clerk, and then 1 full-time tax chief deputy.
Okay. Anyone else have any items to bring to our attention today for personnel, either any elected or appointed officials? All right. With nothing else being added, can we have a motion to accept the personnel report as presented?
Second.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign, and that carries. That takes us to item 16, budgetary and appropriate matters. 16A is certification of additional revenue.
Yes. There are, I handed everybody a set when I came in.
Yeah, mine. Kathy, you got yours?
I got it.
I may not have been
Did you
sitting
like
here.
this set?
Thank you. All right.
There are 23.
Wow.
So if we could do like last time, I will go through the dollar amounts and on each of them and then discuss the grant funds at the end.
Okay.
And if you have questions on the way, just stop me. The first one is $286.72. $318.08. $444.64. $2,533.40. And $371.48.
Brad, are these all coming because of judgment nice size out of district court? Or all
He
these?
doesn't know. These are
Oh, okay.
collections on transports. Bail bond
Oh,
companies
okay.
are paying them.
Okay.
So all of
Okay.
those were
I thought maybe they were judgment nice
money
size.
going into.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, then $644.32. $282.50. $700. $192. $470. $379.50. $458.03. $581.69. $187.71. $80.35.
Did you get 581.69 from our 3 verticals in there?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Sorry.
And that is all we got back from them.
Okay.
Then $28.69. $180. And just for the court's information, that is a reimbursement from the Rock House on that one inmate. $1.30, $6.86, $113, $1, $171.34. And then the last one is $397.76 received from West Central Texas Council of Governments. And that was for PSAP training reimbursement at dispatch.
Okay. Do you have any questions or comments about this additional revenue? Can we have a motion then to certify the additional revenue and any associated expenditures that went with the additional revenue? Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign, and that carries.
I'm gonna put a note on it. I'll forget it was.
Or you need a copy of it?
The PSAP reimbursement.
Here.
Usually they send that to.
I'm gonna give him the check and everything.
Make sure.
You want the check, everything that comes with it?
No, this
Okay.
will work. Thank you.
All right. Some points you might want to check sure, make sure I signed all those.
Thank you.
That's 16A. 16B is emergency amendments.
No emergency amendments.
Good. 16C is amendment changes by fund.
You'll see in the right-hand column, there are 5 pages. Many of these are certifications of additional revenue from previous court. There's also adjustments within budgets and adjustments for overages. It's that time of year.
All right. Do you have any questions or comments about the amendment changes by fund? And we have a motion to make these changes as presented. Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign, and that carries. All right, 16D is report of financial conditions. And we have 4 of them today, month of January of 22, February 22, March of 22, and then the unreconciled balances as of June the 10th. Steve?
And if it's okay with the court, I'm not going to go over every single monthly financial report. I'll go through the June report like I always do. But Christina did ask for me to present her report she does for each month. So if I could do that and then go into the June report.
Okay.
Okay. As of January,
Do we want to go ahead and accept those in?
not
And-
until,
Do you want to accept these in? Okay, all right, go ahead.
as of January 31st, Christina Dodrell had in the custody of her office $11,791,765.69. As of February 28th, Christina Dodrell had in the custody of her office $12,648,699.94. And then as of March 31st, Christina Dodrell had in the custody of her office $12,760,938.05. And those are the reports that we need to sign.
Then we have a motion in to accept those reports and to sign the affidavit related to those reports.
Motion.
Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign. And that carries.
Ready, when's the next rain?
Oh, maybe Friday.
Friday? I like that.
Now you want me to tell you what the forecast says?
Never.
What kind of percentage can you
It
give us?
says hot.
I was wondering if we get that July 4th rain. You know, they always say you will get a lot of that. I don't think we got one last year.
I think we'll be lucky to get the West Texas rain in September.
Oh, golly, oh, that's a long time. Oh, no.
Yes.
Oh, was he here? Oh, it was one.
Morning. Morning.
It's like that rain.
Yeah. All confused.
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's why I give it to you.
Yeah. He messed up.
Robert,
That's not yours.
yeah, you.
We're done. It'll be
We're
okay.
done. I know you're gonna be me, but it's hard to do.
I do. I do. You're my inspiration.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good role model. I got mine on fire. Try it again.
Somebody says,
Daddy. What in the world was you thinking? Rain too?
Yeah.
I've been down. How long does it take to sign Ronnie?
I'm trying to remember how to make an R.
Yeah.
Then I forget, does it have I or does it have Y? Can't think. Who brought the candy? Thank you.
Betsy Lou.
Betsy.
Betsy.
Lou.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Betsy Lou did.
Morning, James. When did you get here?
Yeah.
It's not sick. I ain't heard him. You know, I'm quiet over there.
Did you find your certifications?
Okay, that takes us to
We
the,
ain't ready yet, sir.
all right. Unreconciled balances as of June the 10th.
Yes, sir. Fill in the blanks. As of June 10th, general ledger balances, and I'm in the first section of the combined statement of cash position. General ledger balances, general fund checking, $3,595,771.54. Tax pool, $331,430.71. First Financial Bank CDs, $857,710. Texas Bank, one CD, $250,000. Schertz Bank, one CD, $250,000. Prosperity Bank, one CD, $250,000. Texas Prime, $522,057.28. Texas Class, $510,947.04. Total general ledger balance, all funds on deposit for general fund, $6,567,916.57. Road and Bridge checking, $895,573.27. If you'll go down to three more funds, it says Grant U.S. Treasury Coronavirus checking, $59,345.62. CDs, and then there's two CDs now, $500,000. Texas Class, $500,879.54. Total on deposit for the American Recovery Plan funds, $1,060,225.16. The rest of the funds are listed. And then on page 4, the total general ledger balance, all funds on deposit, $12,407,614.87. I have water jet. Thank you. Then the combined statement of revenue and expense showing the June revenues month to date and then year to date revenue and expense. And you'll see general fund revenues, $8,951,394.32. Expenditures to date, $6,100,502.10. Road and Bridge revenues to date, $1,675,539.74. And expenditures to date, $1,081,179.75. So we are still in a adequate revenue, expense, and cash position. Thank you. There are 3 pages of that report, also showing all the funds. The next report is the combined statement of cash receipts and disbursements, showing June beginning cash balance, cash receipts, cash disbursements, and June 10th ending cash balance by fund and account type. And all of the funds are listed. There are 6 pages of that report. And then the last report, Christina has prepared for the court cash balances as of the end of every month through May, and these are the accounts she is in control of.
All right, gentlemen, any questions or comments on this report as of June the 10th? All right, with that, do we have a motion to accept this report as presented? Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign. And that carries. All right, that takes us to 16E, investment report.
No report at this meeting.
And 16F, financial reports from the departments. And Kathy, I'm just going to kind of go through these. I've got the constable, precinct 1. I've got the county clerk journal report. I've got the district clerk's report of collections. I've got the county clerk's collection register. I've got the precinct 2 constable. I've got the sheriff's financial report. I've got the justice of the peace, 1, 2, and there may be a 4 in there as well. Do you have any other ones besides those?
Do have the ECAD
Okay,
and the DMV and the tax collector,
okay,
and that's it.
all right.
Do you have 3 DMV reports or just 1?
There's probably 3. She does them like I think weekly. One covering 5/9 through 15, and one covering the 30th through June the 5th, and then one for the 23rd to the 29th, and then her monthly collections.
And if I could, on the appraisal district report, on the 5th page, which is the second page from the back, just bring your attention to the 2021 collection rate. And this is as of the end of May,
Which page are you on?
the 5th page.
Does it say page 19 of 98?
It actually says page 2 of 98.
Okay. Ah, there you go.
Okay. As of the end of May, the total collections for 2021 property tax 96.53%.
Okay. Good.
Very close to that 97% mark.
All right, gentlemen, any questions or comments about these departmental reports? Can we have a motion in to accept those departmental reports in that we just read off? Motion made and seconded. All in favor, say aye. Aye as well. Mr. Raines has stepped away for a moment. All right, that takes us to the last item we normally have, which is number 17, bills, claims, and accounts. I'll wait, Mr. Raines gets back. There it is. We're on bills, claims, and accounts.
Pay them all.
Pay them all.
There are
Ms.
5
Tate.
sets. The first one is June 10th payroll. That is all payables other than workers' comp and unemployment. Then June 10th payroll gross wages. June 10th payables, that is a health reimbursement arrangement, employee reimbursement. June 13th, that is regular payables for today. And on page 13 of that, the last page of that report, that is the county records management preservation budget, and that is the shredding service expenditure approved for shredding service for my office and treasurer's office. And then the last one is $21,822 to Tyler Technologies for the financial software. Let's see. Yes, they're both for the financial.
All right, gentlemen, any questions or comments on this set of bills? Do we have a motion to pay the bills, claims, and accounts as presented? Motion made, seconded, all in favor, say aye. Any opposed, same sign. And that carries.
Roll into the house. Okay. I'm sorry. Thank you. I could get that too. All right, you have all of them?
I do, yes, sir.
All right, can we have a motion to take just a short break and we'll get into our budget session after that?
Second.
You like that?
I made the motion.
Okay.
You got a second and a third? All in favor for a short break, say aye. Any opposed, same sign. It is time to talk.
It may be a little more than a short break.
Y'all gonna stay around and watch all this?
What's a
No, I
short
did
break?
not. I was supposed to.